Good morning, YouTube. Guess what we're having as our pre-workout? Yes, we are having sticky ice cream. I know I'm a savage, but hey, it says half the fat, so that means there's not as much fat in here. And actually, there really isn't. There's like 3.5 grams of fat in a serving, and then 26 carbs and 3 protein. I mean, in my opinion, I don't think that's horrible. We were at the store yesterday, and I was really craving diet drinks because there's 0 calories. But the one diet drink I wanted, and it was just like a bottle. It was $2.80, and this was $2.99, so $3. And I was just like, huh, a whole tub of ice cream or a diet drink. I think I'll take the tub of ice cream, especially because I've been killing it with the nutrition and the training the last few days. And so I was like, you know what? We're going to treat ourselves and we're going to get ourselves some ice cream and still make it fit in our plan for today and make sure we use this for our advantage to gain some gains. We're going to do about 100 grams. What is your favorite ice cream? Mine's has always been cookies and cream. It's my safe option, my safe choice I go for all the time when I go get ice cream. I need to lure away from it though, just because I know there's other good ice creams out there and I would like to try some new ones, but I'm just so attached to this one. Growing up, my sister would always get vanilla ice cream and then get Oreos and just crunch them up in a bowl, and then you get these big chunks of Oreo bites in your ice cream. And yeah, I was just feeling smaller chunks, so this is why I got the Dreyer's cookies and cream. There was a strawberry one too because I do like strawberry ice cream, strawberry shakes, strawberry drinks are very yummy. But as for the fruit, I'm not a huge fan of having it by itself. But let's take a bite. Nice and creamy. Not a huge crunch, but it's a very soft crunch, like chewy, almost like a Chips Ahoy type of chewy. I always let my ice cream sit out a little before I start eating it because when it's like in between of frozen and then melted, just that in the middle, when you throw it in your mouth and you hold it there for a second, it melts a little bit more, and it just feels like you're eating like mini cookies, or it's like a gooey cookie dough. That's why I like it. I'm really wondering how this is gonna do in my workout because I've never had ice cream workout before. So hopefully we don't get a sugar crash or whatever. So good. Also, this morning we are changing it up. We're having dark chocolate in the morning, just 1 bar a day. This is the one I'm having, 70%. Honestly, I really do like the bitterness once we get up to the 80, 90, but I feel like this is like a good right in the middle where it doesn't taste too earthy, if that makes sense at all. But this is really yummy. I like it at all. I approve. And we've been having multivitamins and gummies lately because your insides, I'm trying to take care of them. I'm in my late 20s. We need to start working on our joints and everything. I'm so annoying. But anyways, we're gonna get 2 scoops. I got pre-workout in already, like stim, but we're gonna do 2 scoops of this bad boy of the tiger's blood. Scoop goop be doop. That was supposed to be Betty Boop. If you guys ever watched Betty Boop, man, I feel old for, well, not old, but like people here probably don't even know who Betty Boop is. Classic. I grew up watching Roger Rabbit and all that stuff, so that's where I discovered Betty Boop, and then I watched Gigantor. I watched Rocky and Bullwinkle. I watched a lot of like the old school. Like I even watched Astro Boy as well as Underdog, even Garfield. Garfield was probably my favorite old school cartoon growing up. Like I was obsessed. Like going to thrift stores. My mom and her sister and my cousin, we would go to thrift stores, and we didn't like the thrift stores because we would go for hours and for days in the summer. And so to make it fun, my cousin and I, we would show up and just find anything and everything Garfield. And we would like race each other and try to find these unique finds. And at that time, in the early 2000s, for some reason, there's just Garfield everywhere. So if you go to my house, I have boxes and boxes of really vintage, they probably sell for a lot, Garfield dolls and just other Garfield merch. And yeah, I remember thinking I've always wanted a cat and I wanted to name him Garfield and feed him until he gets fat. But you know, that will probably, that is kind of like animal abuse if I were to purposely make him fat. So no. But anyways, let's take a good taste of this. Taste of tiger's blood. I'm pretty sure that's like an alcohol drink, right? And I still have not drank anything in my life. Today is a back day. We're gonna. Wow, my lats are not popping out that well, but don't worry, they will grow within the next hour. Oh, here's a question for you guys. What is your dream car? My dream car used to be the Toyota Supra, a black one specifically. And there's some reasons to it. It's because I saw a black one. It looked like a Black Panther at night. Like it just looked so awesome. Or it looked like the Batmobile, like the very classic Batmobile, the one that's like super long in the front, and then like from the animated series, that's what it looked like. But my wife ruined it because she told me her opinion on that car, and I agree with her. So now my favorite, I will be satisfied with a Tesla, and here's why. Any model that is gray, like let's go for your simple model, the Model 3, the gray one. When you hear a Tesla drive by, it does this little hovering noise, and it sounds like a ghost from Halo. You know Halo, where just one passenger, you jump in and then it goes by. It was like, that's pretty much what a Tesla sounds like. So I think that's pretty cool. The Cybertruck, if you look at it closely, it actually looks like the mongoose from Halo. My dream car will probably be either of those two. And it's not even because of the luxury side of things, not because it's like a tech car, but it's just more because it just reminds me of Halo. Halo is my number one shooting game, so that's the reason. So nerdy, but that's what it will be. Ooh, I can't really see my face when I'm in this machine. I'm like totally covered, but the point is I want to show in this machine here is that I am never pinching in my traps. I am pulling with my lats. This stretch at the top, this is where I'm gonna find growth. We're getting and achieving that cobra back, a cobra kai. And then when you go pull, you want to make sure you control the weight as it comes up. This is where you're gonna find a lot of not only time under tension, but applying intensity into the set. Most people just rock this weight, ego lifting. Are you most people, or are you unique, uncommon? This is how you get ahead of the pack. Man, I was able to hit failure pretty early for that set. Accurate for the video. I don't mean to toot my horn here, but I think that ice cream's giving me some good pumps. Don't take my advice though. Don't eat ice cream before you go to the gym. But I feel like for me, putting anything in my body, it'll go a long way. Like I can be eating like a few tacos before coming to the gym, and I'll still feel great. It's my body really loves carbs for sure, as most people do. But and I also just don't get bloated too often too. Like ice cream, I thought it would bloat me up a little bit, but nope, not feeling bloated at all. We good. Ooh, my angles are on points today. I'm like looking at I'm gonna put my phone. I'm just like, if I put this right here, it will be a good angle for this set. And I was right. The mind of an artist, man. I gotta dedicate all of my college credit classes I did when I was in high school. Thank you, Mom, for putting me in comic book classes to understand perspective, a bird's eye view and a worm's eye view to really frame something. That's how it starts off, man. You gotta study camera angles, understand art, perspective when you're wanting to record videos like these. So, and right now you're on the floor up against a chess machine. So this is like prime right here because look, I look pretty big. I mean, yeah, I'm not the biggest guy in the room, but this angle definitely helps you out a ton. If you guys didn't know, they play with a lot of low camera angles in The Dark Knight Rises with Bane, just to make him look bigger than he actually is. Because if you really look at Bane and Batman next to each other in the movie, they're actually kind of the same size. It's just like they play with camera angles to make Bane look more menacing. So always low angle, but not too low. Also, what is your setup getting into your set? Because if you guys ever watch Malcolm in the Middle, there's an episode where Hal, the father, goes bowling and he's like hitting strikes throughout the whole day. And his setup is he would like take a sip of Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi, and then he would scratch his calf, and then he would zip his pants down, zip it back up, and then he would do like a little dance, and then he throws the bowling ball, and then he hits a strike. What is your setup to hit your strike when getting into your lift? For me, it's a simple anime. Let's lift the glasses up and let's go. And then I actually make sure my heart rate is relatively low. And then as soon as I get to my first set, my heart rate spikes up just because I always choose a weight that is very intense from rep 1 or 2. And it's game over from there. Yeah. Oh yeah. Playing with more camera angles. This is actually an interesting spot right here. Or should I go in this angle? Nah, the other one's better. Experimenting. This is like the perfect angle for like those muscle mommy videos. You know, Lean Beef Patty? She does a lot of low shot posing angles from this position where she like steps one leg forward like this, making her leg look massive and more muscular than it is. And then she squares her chest. There's the judges like that. So this is a good posing spot actually. Whoa, this angle looks dynamic. The world is your oyster, guys. If you got an iPhone, and if you want to start recording yourself at the gym doing some lifts or posing or anything, this is where it starts, man. I actually really like Planet Fitness a lot because I really do feel like, at least in this location, they are fulfilling that no judgment, no criticisms like vibe here. I do feel a little cautious because they have a lunk alarm here, and it says to not have like no grunting, and I feel like I have to like consciously tell myself like, all right, we're kind of grunting. Like let's kind of contain it a little bit. But you can't help it when you're absolutely destroying your muscles to grow. Or another one that says just like, what is a lunk? And then it shows like a definition.
One of them is grunting. One of them's wearing like a bodybuilding tank, which this isn't a bodybuilding tank. This is a wife beater or wife lover, which is what I call it. It's not a stringer. I think that's what they mean by a bodybuilding tank, or like where your nipples are like popping out. And then the last one is having a jug of water. So it's kind of funny because I feel like at first I wanted to use a jug of water to kind of show off that, like, yeah, I'm living a bodybuilder lifestyle. But I was such a poser doing that. Like, I don't have to show that I'm a bodybuilder by showing a jug of water. And plus, on top of that, if I'm being honest, guys, I drink a jug of water before I get to the gym sometimes. That's how much water I consume. So I don't need a jug of water to kind of pace me and tell me how much water I have left because I'm already hitting. One thing that my friend told me as a good thing to do is if you eat like 3 times a day, right, or 4 times a day, like if you drink a whole like blender bottle, like a cup of water before and after your meal, 3 times in a day, or even 4 times, like you will surpass that gallon of water. Like me right now, I think I'm at half a gallon for this morning, and it's like easy peasy, man. The hard part right now, if it's anything, is just like trying to maintain my fats, making sure they're low, just because lately this is the first time ever I've been craving fats more than usual. And it's probably because the deficit's easing off a little bit, but we are getting better. We've been off of our, let's see, our show for about 2 months now. And the reverse, I gotta admit, guys, was pretty hard because I feel like I was so used to not having emotions throughout my whole prep when I was in a deficit. But now that my emotions are back, when I have a hit of chocolate or cookies or anything, I just kind of want to go crazy. But we've been getting better every single week. One thing I'm really proud of myself is that we have not gotten fat. I mean, I'm having some muscularity and we are maintaining good shape. I'm talking way too much. Let's just get into this last set.
Posing time. So I pose every single day, guys, just because the best posers, in my opinion, pose all year round. So I was just playing with some transitions, doing like a master like transition there, and then I do a yin and yang right there, and then I do it on the other side just to complement the symmetry of the physique. And then getting into my back pose, and then I flow like water, kind of do like a backhand into my front pose. Yeah, just saucy with it. And we are back in the back cave. We're about to start the posing dojo here pretty soon. It's at 10:26. I start posing sessions at 11. Got a few calls that we got to do, make some people look very aesthetically pleasing to the people and for the judges. So super excited for that. We're having 3 slices of bread. Artisanal bread. Here. So much glare, but that's what I'm doing. 3 slices, and every slice is 100 calories. That's actually not that much. That's a steal. And then we're gonna do 38 grams of this organic peanut butter. I must see if I can spread this as much as possible because I want this to be, I want these breads to be pretty flavorful. Because if I can't spread it all within 3, then I might have to put on some honey. Because remember, your boy is a baby bear, or yeah, call me whatever you want. Give me a nickname for loving honey. It has to be something with a bear because bears are cute, like me. What? Pooh Bear. Paige said Pooh Bear, but I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh is kind of like not my vibe because he just be freeballing it all the time. That's not me. I'm more of a, I think I mentioned it in the other one, more like a Boo Boo from uh, Yogi Bear. Or is there any other bears out there that are cartoons? Care Bears. I definitely watched Care Bears as a kid. And no, I'm not a Brody. Is that what they're called? Brony? Brony? Is that what they call? What do they call My Little Pony fans? There's a show. I remember when I was in college, people were obsessed with My Little Pony, like dudes. Like I guess the storyline was actually really good. I think they called them bronies. I have to look into that show because the show actually looked kind of intriguing. I mean, when I was a kid, I actually liked the show, like the OG one. I watched it because my sister had the VHS tapes on him that we got from thrift stores or whatever. So those are my peanut butter slices. I'm actually gonna put some honey on it. Why not? Why not? We gotta fulfill our our boo boo needs. Let's see here. Don't put too much, Josh. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. 11 grams. We'll play with 11 grams. Those 11 grams will go a long way. And then I put a scoop of protein in here. It's churro flavor, so giving me that carnival feel. Anyways, let's get into this bite. I'm gonna squat down a little bit. Oh, we're like limboing over here. You know, like limbo. Oh my gosh. Quiet, Josh. Bah! Yeah. What a humble lunch. Yummy. That's so good. I approve. Combo that with the churro. Hold up. Good combo right there, man. Well, got nothing else to discuss, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Yet another day of my life. Nothing crazy going on. I'm gonna be having doing a lot of posing calls to the end of the day. I'm gonna do content for like how to pose for Instagram and for here, and then pretty much set myself up for tomorrow. Tomorrow is an off day from work, but I did that purposely so I could like mentally reset and prepare myself for the next task I need to do, just because I'm trying to take on having these YouTube videos going out daily again, because last 2 weeks I haven't been posting YouTube, and that's just because honestly, guys, I had to have like a mental reset because I didn't want to burn out on you guys. And yeah, you know, have you seen your favorite like YouTubers and they disappear for a while? And it's just kind of like, dude, what happened to them? Like I missed them. Like I don't want to do that to you guys. Like I remember, like my favorite YouTuber of all time probably has to be Ryan Higa. If you guys know who Ryan Higa is. And yeah, he just was so funny and just so unique and just like very different compared to everybody else. And when he stopped posting for a while, I was just like, yo, what happened to you? And I believe he's streaming now, but he's not doing the same content like he used to. But I heard he went through some things mentally, possibly. And I get it. I mean, I'm so early in the game. I'm barely at, I think we're at 3,000 subscribers. So thanks so much, guys. Can't believe we're here. We're definitely going to hit 10K here pretty soon. I don't know when, but yeah, appreciate you. I have noticed that 90% of you who are watching are not subscribed. So can't believe I'm saying this, but what are you doing? Just push the button. Like, if you're going to come back here anyways, like, might as well just keep watching. But if you don't want to, whatever. It's just a daily journal entry here on the Josh page, and also on the weekends, Filipino restaurants. I want to do more food reviews, but we need to make sure the budget, everything makes sense. I don't want to go too crazy and go in the negatives, you know. Anyways, thank you so much for watching the video, guys. Love you so much. Like, comment, subscribe, do all those good things for me and Paige, the wife, the waifu. And till next time, manifest greatness and take on come action. Go destroy your goals. Love ya. Bye.